today I will be showing you how to do a quick and easy heart design using gel polish. For this design I will be using a swatch stick that has 2 coats of the IBD All Heart, and we'll also be using Lachat's Black Velvet, one of the best black gel polishes I've found. Very, very opaque black. You'll also need base gel. I'll be using this as kind of my glue for my studs. And of course, when you're all finished with your design, you will need a top coat. A few other things that you will need are, if you have them, dotting tools. Very simple way to draw put the dots on and then draw them out. I have my ever handy magical pick that I'll be using to pick up my studs with. And on my tile here I do have a drop of the base gel. Once again, that will be used as glue, and a drop of the black velvet, also my studs that I'll be outlining the heart with when I have finished. The studs are the 1.5 millimeter studs here. You can use smaller ones, or you can even use caviar beads if you don't have the metal studs. So let's get started. The first thing that I will do is take my dotting tool and I'll pick up a dot of the black. You can position these anywhere on the nail that you like. I'm going to do it, I guess, a little sideways here. So I'm going to place 3 dots on the nail. I'll try and do this where you can see it, but I will have to see what I'm actually drawing here at one point. And then using the smaller dotting tool, if I could speak, I'm going to just simply draw out these, kind of draw the lines down to form the middle section here. And to draw the lines around to that bottom dot. The dots really are just a guideline. I know I have a hard time with hearts trying to get them even. Using this dot method might help you try to get your hearts a little more even. I'm just going to fill in. You can fill in with the dotting tool. You don't need the brush. Once again, you can see this is only 1 coat of the black and you can't see any of the color underneath it. It really is one of the best blacks that I have. I'm going to get this a little more precise here. I'm going to take it out of camera range here just for a second. And you're just going to draw the line down where you want it. Now in this case, since I am going to be outlining my heart with studs, I don't have to have that outline completely perfect. Okay, there's the heart. Now at this point I would cure this to lock it in place before we start placing our studs. So that's what I'll do. We'll pause this for a moment and then I'll be right back. Alright, the heart has been cured in an LED lamp for 30 seconds. If you have a UV lamp, you would cure this for 2 minutes. Using my magical pick, I'm going to take the pointed end and I'm going to pick up a little bit of the base gel. Again, this is my glue that I will be placing the studs into, and I'm just going to outline that heart with the base gel. Just give it a nice good outline. You don't want too much because those studs will start to travel around on you if you put too much gel down. Just a nice thin outline around that black. And with a little bit of the gel that's still left on the end of the pick, I'm going to pick up my studs and start placing them. I like to start in the crease of the heart and lay down the stud. And just keep laying out your studs until you get them all the way around your heart. Again, you can use caviar beads. That would actually It'll be a little bit faster than placing all these metal studs one by one. I just like the uniformity of the metal studs over the caviar beads. If you're going to be painting smaller hearts that you'd like to outline, just use a smaller stud if you've got them. So you can see we're starting to get that in an outline. I'm going to pause the video, get all the rest of the studs on there, and then we'll go from there. Alright, we have added all the studs, and I have added just some dots of the black polish all around the pink. So at this point I'm going to go ahead and cure this to cure the black and also to cure those studs into place, that we place those into the base gel. So one more pause and we'll get back to it. Alright, I have cured this for 30 seconds in the LED lamp. Once again, we have made sure all those studs are in place. They're not going to move around at this point, and we've cured all the black. And so I'm just going to add a coat of our gel top coat over all of it. Over everything, the heart, the studs. Bubbles too tend to form, but the great thing about the gel is you can go ahead and take care of those before you actually cure it. So if you see any bubbles that are forming around the studs in the heart, go ahead and take care of those now before you actually cure it. Alright, we have one coat of our gel polish, gel top coat over the whole design. We're going to go ahead and cure this. I'll be right back. Alright, so we have cured the heart in the LED lamp again for 30 seconds to cure that top coat. I'm just going to give it a little spritz with some alcohol, and I'm going to remove that sticky layer. And there you are left with your beautiful studded black heart. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. And until next time, I'll see you later.